Hey guys, welcome. This is our second of our technique classes. I know we've only had one so far this month, and it was about you manipulating your hips. And I hope that you worked on that exercise because I have another exercise for you today, just as important. It's going to seem really inane, really overly simple, and absolutely it's one of the best exercises for you to do to get better at dancing and to shift where your ceiling is. In other words, how good can you be? Well, that's really determined by what technique and information you have and how you can apply that to the dancing. It's not just about your abilities or your skill level, but it's having the information to go to the next level. So this is what I'm going to be asking you to do. I'm going to ask you to stand here and walk in one complete circle, right? I'm going to ask you to do that in 4 steps, but here's the thing. Here's what we're going to do with that. As I'm doing that action, right, of walking in the circle, what most of you would do would be to use your leg somehow, right, from that position to come around that circle. And what we're going to be using is the same technique that I've just taught you, but now we're going to get a bit more specific, and hopefully you can feel what the range of motion is for you to do that. So what I'm talking about is that my weight is right now carried by my right leg. And what I want to do is walk in a circle. So I'm going to use my right leg to manipulate my hips so that when I walk, I'm actually walking straight forward and not trying to walk somehow around a corner with my leg action. So as I walk around this circle, I am manipulating my hips, which is what my torso is sitting on top of. Manipulating my hips. There's no foot swivel on the floor at all. So part of this exercise is that the foot that you're standing on does no movement whatsoever at all on the floor. It is glued heel to toe on the floor while you're manipulating your hips. Now it will follow you as you walk around. So hopefully you can see here as I've walked around, I'm now going to manipulate my hips. I am not reaching forward with this leg at all. It is hanging. I'll lay my arm down so you can see it's hanging right underneath my shoulder as it goes. And I'm creating, you can see kind of a pigeon-toed look to that because I am rotating my hips around that action. So on each step as I'm doing this, I'm, again, not using the leg, the free leg, the moving leg. I'm using the standing leg, the supporting leg. That is where I'm creating that action from. And in being able to turn that way, what that does is that allows me to guide my partner if I'm the man through a turn, or if I'm the lady walking backward. And by the way, you want to backward through the circle as well as forward. It doesn't matter whether you're the man or the lady. We do go in both directions. We go in both directions turning. We go in both directions turning both left and right. So we have to be able to go a circle this way, a circle that way, a circle forward, a circle backward. So you actually have 4 circles that you should be practicing. Going forward counterclockwise, going forward clockwise, going backward clockwise, going backward counterclockwise, right? Now that may occur differently for you, you get what my point is, right? So for instance, if I were the lady walking backward, what I want to be able to do is manipulate my hips so that they're matching what the man is doing, right? And then I'm able to rotate around that corner with body actions, not with foot positions. So if I walked a circle, let's see if I can do a good circle here. If I walk a circle and I'm using my legs, again, you shouldn't see my feet swiveling at all as I'm walking, and yet I'm able to walk around that circle very comfortably. You shouldn't see foot flipping out, foot going around, foot flipping out, foot going around. See, if you watch that, now when you watch what I just did again, you go back and you rewind it a couple seconds, what you're going to notice is that when I did that, my hips didn't go around the circle at all. My legs were swinging around, My legs were swinging around, but notice my hips didn't turn. My legs swung around, but notice my hips didn't turn. So if I'm the man and I'm doing that, I'm not communicating clearly with the lady that I'm trying to make a curve or an arc or a circle, because my hips, which is really this area, including the hips and the pelvis, this is what the lady's following in smooth dancing for direction. So if I've got a leg going one way and my pelvis going the other, which one is the lady following? Vice versa, if I'm the man leading and I've got my hips turning, I'm doing the correct thing, and my partner's hips are not rotating with mine as we go around, well, there's a problem, because now we've broken apart. So it doesn't matter whether you're a leader or a follower. For instance, if I had just finished the first 3 counts of a left box, right? Or let's say I'm going to do the back half of a box step, whether it's the first 3 counts of a left box for the lady or whether it's the last 3 counts for the man. Part of what I'm doing to turn, again, in this box step, is generating the rotation that I'm going to do through my pelvis, and when I say through my pelvis, it's not my pelvis like just by itself, but that is the bottom of the base of, if you will, of my torso. And so I'm expecting everything to go with that action as I do it. So I'm going to begin the turn of the left turn right now. Not when I fling my next leg out, which is how you do the turn, let's say, right? Because we don't have this information yet, right? Is to rotate that. So in that process, I should be able to control what my hips are doing by being firmly gripped on the floor. We're going to talk about this more the next time we do a smooth technique class. We're going to follow up everything, what little bit I've given you, and hopefully, you'll have practiced these 2 classes that I've given you. As simple as they may sound to you, they are super, super important. So thank you very much, you guys. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.